Hi everybody and welcome to the Toon Review where, as you know, the season has just ended and as expected, Newcastle United are very well and truly amongst the transfer rumours within the media at the moment, both online, in the papers and things like that. The main story at the moment seems to be around Matt Targett. Eddie Howe has spoken out this morning regarding Matt Targett and has answered the question with 4 words: we'll wait and see. Now for me, that's not a very confident answer as to whether we're going to be bringing in Matt Targett. Of course, Lodi has been mentioned as well. So do we go for a more experienced Champions League quality player in him? But if you look at the transfer show that me and Alex did last night, his stats don't really big up this player at all. And I said last night that I'd probably want Matt Targett more than Lodi, because Matt Targett is, he's done wonderfully well for the 6 months he's been here. He's been providing steady performances, 7 out of 10 plus in his games, apart from obviously the Tottenham defeat down there, which nobody played very well in that game, to be honest, so it wasn't just Matt Targett. But I think he's certainly a steady Eddie, somebody that we can really rely on. Lodi's main attribute above Matt Targett, I think, is he's a better crosser of the ball. But you know what? Matt Targett, for what he did for us, I would sign him in an instant. Lodi's going to cost a lot of money, whereas Matt Targett, you're on a 15, 16 million pound to bring him in, and you know what you're getting. You're not taking any risks. You're getting a quality player in there. So for me, Matt Targett, it is very disappointing. I mean, when you look at players like Matt Targett and you think, right, he's nothing flash, is he? He just gets on with his job and does it really, really well. And those type of players kind of go unnoticed sometimes. But Matt Targett, whenever he's faced with some very, very good players, he never seems to panic. He's good on the ball. He's a brilliant defender. And yeah, maybe his crossing can be a bit better. But listen, we can work on him with that, surely. So for me, Lodi would be a risk and a lot more money than what Matt Targett would be. But of course, Matt Targett's partner has, of course, stirred the pot a little bit by her Instagram post yesterday saying that it was short and sweet, goodbye. And everybody's looking at that and saying, well, that's Matt Targett definitely not signing. But if you remember to Joe Willock put on Instagram, thank you for everything, Newcastle United, and ended up signing. So you never know. You just never say never. And certainly with Newcastle United transfers, you just never say never. But as I say, the reports are suggesting very, very firmly now that Atletico Madrid's left back, Ryan Lodi, it's very much picking up pace. So I think that they are looking at him as their priority left back. There doesn't seem to be any doubt about that, but it'll be interesting to see what happens because, as I say, Lodi is going to cost a lot of money, and it's a big risk because he's never played in the Premier League, whereas you're looking at the differences between him and Matt Targett and you're thinking, wow, is there much difference there? Or, should we just go for Matt Targett, 15 million quid, and we know what we're getting? A very, very good player. But Eddie Howe has also admitted that his biggest challenge over the summer is keeping the incredible spirit together in the squad. Now, we spoke about this many times on various shows on the Toon Review, about the spirit that Eddie Howe wants to keep in that club. And, some of the players that have been mentioned in transfer rumours and things like that as coming to Newcastle have reputations of disrupting the dressing room. And we've said many times that we don't think Eddie Howe will go for anybody like that who is going to disrupt the dressing room because it would just create a major crisis. He is not a manager that wants to disrupt anything. The morale is fantastic. The team spirit is brilliant at the minute. The whole vibe around the club is fantastic, and we don't want that to be spoiled by Billy Big Shoes coming in and destroying it all. Some of the names that have been mentioned are those type of players. Pogba's been mentioned in the past. Very disruptive for me. Neymar, again, another disruptive player. There is a few of them out there who seem to just rattle the dressing room up the wrong way. And that's a challenge that Eddie's going to have to face over the summer, is making sure that these players that we do bring in have exactly the right attitude for the game of football, but as well to buy into what Eddie Howe is going to do and keep that team spirit. Because if we lose that team spirit, then that is a problem, because team spirit is very high, and if we keep that, results will come. There's no doubt about that. Now, reports have suggested as well this morning that a player that, again, was in the rumours over the last few months to be interested in Newcastle United, that was Ismaila Sarr at Watford. We're not interested, basically. He's way down the pecking order for us to bring into Newcastle United, so that's not going to happen. It would take a monumental flop of various other transfer targets for us to turn our attention to Sarr. So Ismaila Sarr will not be coming to Newcastle United. I do believe there's better players out there. Yes, had we not had a great deal of money to spend and things like that, and we weren't in the situation that we find ourselves in now, possibly, he would possibly be a signing. But for me, again, there's better players out there. That's not to say he's not a bad player at all, because he is. He's a very good player. But I think, again, Eddie's got his sights on other players at the minute. Now, Martin Dubravka. Now, obviously, a lot of people have spoken out about Dubravka and said that, do we need another keeper in next season? And Dean Henderson being linked. There was talk last night in the chat regarding Nick Pope on the show. And Dubs has come out and said that he wants to be part of bringing the good times back to Newcastle United. So he is very, very much wanting to be part of this. Now, we don't know how Eddie Howe stands on the goalkeeper. He's never really mentioned it. Dubravka has had a very strong finish to the season, but there's always that thing in the back of your mind that he's prone to a mistake. You look back to the Man City game, the volley from Gundogan, which he should have held, and there has been a couple of others. But listen, I think all goalkeepers make mistakes, no matter how good you are. David De Gea at Man United, look at the run he went on. There was cries to get him out of the first team. Dean Henderson did actually take his place for a good few weeks while he was out of form. But look how De Gea's answered his critics. He's come back strong. Now, what's to say that Dubravka can't do that either? He's a very good goalkeeper. The only thing that worries me about Martin Dubravka is, and it's been said many times, is his distribution. And Eddie Howe, the way he wants to play, will probably want what we're now calling sweeper keepers. That can come out, control the ball, pass it, players an outfield player, if you like, along the defensive line, like Edison at Man City does really well. Alisson does it, scares the crap out of the Liverpool fans sometimes with what he does, but he does it really well as well. Bringing the ball out, and we need somebody like that. So whether Dubravka is going to be part of this massive rebuild, only time will tell. But there you go, guys. Some very interesting news this morning. Like I said many times, I will bring you these videos or live shows. If some big news happens, we will bring it to you straight away, as promised. But the major story this morning is obviously about Matt Targett and Eddie Howe's comments saying wait and see. And then obviously Ron Loddy certainly been mentioned by a lot more people than normal now. It is starting to pick up pace, so expect things to happen maybe on that in the next few days and weeks to come, but we will keep you posted here on the Toon Review. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, please do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we upload or we go live. You can also donate to the channel if you wish by hitting the super thanks button just underneath this video, just along from the like button, if you would like to donate to the channel. But that's it for now. If you're watching this on Tuesday, of course, Fan Forum is tonight at 8:30. Don't forget to tune in for that, or join me and Billy live on the show and have your say on all things Newcastle United. Some great shows coming up this week, so make sure you get yourself subscribed. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Be kind. Take care.